Hey traders, this is Felipe for Scalp King from the other side. This video we're going to quickly analyze why I took the US dollar yen short scalping long trade. I bought this right about here. We're gonna see it in my empty platform in a second, but pretty much this was the risk reward ratio, and this was my trade right over here. Um, let's go over this. Why did I buy when the market was clearly heading down with momentum and somewhat strengthy? Now, before we go into the details, this is the 15-minute chart. Before we go into the details of what happened over here, I want to go back in time quite a lot. I'm going to go to the daily. I'm going to see the daily, what's happening. First, number one thing is this big wick. Okay, this is rejection. This is clear market makers getting their premium prices over here and clear slingshot. I call this type of movement over here. Slingshot back up to test further resistance in long term. Now, if you guys are kind of lost on how to trade a specific strategy, what are you going to be looking for? You're probably saying like, man, I've read so much, I know a lot, but I just can't put into work something specific. I cannot focus in one thing. I need something. I need a plan. First of all, it's down to you. You guys got to actually decide what best suits with you, suits your personality. Okay, I'm a scalper not just because I'm a scalper. You know what I mean? I'm a scalper because I must admit I'm a bit anxious, and I tend to go back and forth into my trades and see what's going on and what's happening. So it just keeps me, I guess, more secure if I'm seeing my trade is already positive and I've got, say, 1 or plus 2%. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna secure my money. Okay, that's just me. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out if you got patience to hold, probably. If you just, uh, anyway. What's going on here in this link shot movement? I want to see market structure. This is essential, okay? I want to see market structure, what's going on, my trend lines, my lower highs, higher lows, etc. Now, I'm going to ignore this wick over here. I'm going to take the close of these candles. This is not important, guys. I just want you to see this interesting kind of uptrend channel already getting somewhat confirmed with this lower higher low over here and this higher low over here, and then you got this higher high. So market is starting to pick up strength and starting to move within a channel. So this is number one thing, guys. This is step one. Identify your trend. Draw your trend lines. Is there a clear uptrend? Has there been higher lows and higher highs? Yes, there has been here. So this is my number one general bias. It's long, right? Now I'm gonna now separate the steps that the market has been taking. So if I do this, notice how you got previous resistance, breakout, pullback, continuation. If I'm gonna zoom in, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. This right here was the resistance, breakout, retest. Look at this awesome wick right within that new support area, and then boom, bullish momentum, bullish engulfing candle, continuation movement after this pullback, range fill. So we've got this initial range fill. Now, here's another resistance. I'm going to draw it right over here. Look what's happening in that new support. This was resistance over here, breakout. Look at this, rejection. 1, down over here, boom, rejection. 2, down over here, rejection. 3. Our trade was just this little wick right here. And if you are in my Discord channel, in my Discord group, you saw I made quick 30 bucks within minutes. Okay, we're talking legit scalping, and you guys can do it too. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys probably a link at the bottom of my description, or over here is going to pop out on your screen. The link to my Discord should be somewhere on this video, so make sure you go on. It's free, guys. This is free education. All right, let's keep going. What's happening over here? First, I want to tell you guys something first. Notice something beside this uptrend channel and beside this support, you know, bouncing off of support. I want you to see an interesting ascending triangle. Okay, this is an awesome chart pattern, price action. These are great when you have the market say, like, this is the slingshot movement, right? So beside the fact that the market bounced very hard, it is now making an ascending triangle, which actually just broke out of it. Okay, it broke out of it 2 days ago, but notice it. Notice how here you got a low, lowest low, then you got a higher low, but your resistance over here has been general. This resistance over here, resistance over here, resistance on this little wick right here, and eventually, boom, we got that pop out, and then we're testing that new support area. Could this be a fake breakout and then maybe come back inside? Probably, but the fact that this is already a slingshot, the fact that it's already picking up strength to the upside, you can start eliminating short bias. Okay, now get this out of the way. What happened over here? Break out of this resistance. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in now, but I'm not just gonna zoom in with the chart. I'm gonna dive into that. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Okay, so I'm gonna come back out. This right here is that big candle that crossed this resistance. Look at the pullback to that new support area, and now the intention of the market to want to break and continue. But I don't want you to see that only. I want you to see another interesting pattern, which is called a flag. Here's your flag. I'm gonna copy and paste that line, and I'm gonna put one right here, and then I'm gonna put another one right over here. Okay, so notice how we've got this range now after a big push. Now, if you've read this on maybe some online PDFs or another YouTube video where you got explained what a flag is, a bullish flag, it's a big push and then a correction structure, which tends to be a nice channel, downward channel, just so the market can pick up new orders. Okay, this is the push. It's now accumulating, and eventually there should be a breakout of this structure and a continuation movement. Okay, what helped me? Remember, our trade is just over here. What helped me make that trade? I'm going to erase this now. I'm going to get rid of this resistance. You know this is a key support area. Remember that the market here was a resistance. Now this is a key support area. What am I seeing here? Rejection. Boom, boom. Okay, so you got one try to break this support and a failure. You got the market rejection, and you got a 2 try breaking this support. You got another failure, and you got a 3rd try, and then boom, push up. Is this behavior a bearish behavior? Is this 3 try failure to break the support a sign that the support is going to get broken? Not at all. This is a sign that the market is respecting that support and is bouncing off of it. So that's why, another reason, you see we're adding a few. That's another reason for me to maintain my bullish bias on this and always look for buys and not sells. Okay, when the market is in an uptrend, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell high. I want to buy low. After that first swing movement correction, I want to get that next swing movement. So that's what we're doing over here. We got the swing movement correction, and then you're starting to see that second swing movement that could probably finally break out of this structure. But I don't want to focus on that. I want you guys to see something else over here. Look at this interesting trend line right there. That's awesome right here. This trend line is very important. I'm going to erase this. It's already in the past. You know this is your longer term uptrend line. This is your key support area. Can the market come down over here to test this trend line and back up? Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, that would be the ultimate entry for a longer term big swing trade. So let's see what happens. If that's your style, wait and see if the market breaks either this resistance trend line or this support trend line. Notice how it's losing momentum over here. It's just on this, it's not decided. It's undecided over here. What's it going to do? It could break down and try to break the support again, make a type of double bottom right here, and then boom. Or it could successfully break, continue, and search for this trend line over here. Again, I don't want to focus on that. It's too far away. I want to see and I want to show you how I made this short-term scalp trade, and I'm going to finish soon. I'm going to go real quick. Check this out. 15-minute chart. Pay attention, guys. Write this down. Take some screenshots. Thumbs up. Follow me. Look for more. What's going on right over here? Trend line. Clear higher low. Higher low definitely helps me out, but I want you guys to see something else. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into my 5-minute chart, and I recommend you guys do this too. 5 minutes is powerful. Powerful for these entries. Look at this over here. I'm going to get rid of this, and now I'm going to focus on smaller zones. Look at this big traffic area right here. I want you to focus on this big traffic area here, this type of range over here, over here, over here. If we extend this, that is right where the market started to show rejection on this point. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Just as this is a key support area in this chart, and it's just how before I showed you guys the longer term support areas. Remember, market moves exactly the same in 1 minute to daily to even monthly. Okay, so what am I seeing? What am I looking for? Wicks, rejection wicks. Where am I looking for these rejection wicks? At key support areas or at key resistance area. Look at another one right here. I would have sold this all day. I would sell it right now and then boom, chase it back to this range. Okay, so right here we got another interesting opportunity. Let's make a live test. I'm gonna sell that right there. Let's say that's a simulation. All right, there's our sell. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna put a stop loss right above that little candle that just formed, right about this range, right there. That's my stop loss. That's nothing. And then my take profit, let's put it just over here. I'm gonna put this over here, extend this line over here. This is another interesting resistance, support, future support maybe. So let's hope and see what happens within minutes right here. Remember, there's now continuation. I'm taking a risk right now because this is swing, pullback, probably a continuation. But I'm seeing this wick over here, just how I saw this wick down here. But more importantly, what did we see after this wick? We see an intention of going back up. We saw rejection now at this resistance, minor resistance area, and we saw a second try to break this support. Remember that second try, third try over here that I showed you and the market didn't break right here. One try to break support, two try to break this support, and this third try made a higher low, and that's what made the market go boom right over here. That's exactly what happened right here, just in a smaller scale. Look at that. If I zoom in, this is a boom bouncing over here. That's one try to break this support, failure. Going back up. All right, the bears are saying, all right, we're going to sell this over here. Let's try to break that support. There's momentum, but as we see, market fails to go even down to this wick, and it makes a higher low. So check it out. This is the lowest low of this at this point, and this is my higher low. So that is key for me to make my buying bias short term right here. Okay, that's one of the main things that helped me out. Okay, we got this trend line over here that's already at an up slope or positive slope or whatever. But there's something else. There's something else I want you guys to see. I'm going to zoom in way more. And check this out, check this out. You see this big candle? Great, it's quite engulfing. You know, you could say it's a bearish engulfing continuation maybe after you pull back. What about this one now? Let's get this out the way. What about this candle? Yeah, it's kind of the same size, but look at this wick. Boop. That's interesting. That's an interesting wick. And then look at this next candle. Way smaller compared to this one and this one. And it's got another wick. And then immediately after that, we seen this big bullish candle. That, guys, was an interesting long sign, rejection sign. You want to know something interesting though? My entry was actually here, this push. We'll check it out in my MT in a second. But main reason why, this bullish candle right here. So let's focus on the right side of our screen, right over here. Okay, we see big wick, big candle, definitely big candle, but then look at the size of this candle. It's small. And then boom, big wick. And then this like type of dodgy candle, long wick, rejection, and then this a bullish engulfing candle. So just that right here, just this pattern of these three candles helped me start trying to fish a sniper long scalping entry. I'm going to repeat that, guys. These three candles right here, big candle, smaller candle, tiny candle with long wick at the bottom, just like this one, and bullish engulfing candle are the three candles that started to give me signs for me to find and try to get a nice scalping long sniper entry. What is this? That's just a trap. This is just a trap. This is just a nice psychology with you. This is playing with you. You're saying, oh, okay, this is a pullback. I'm going to sell this. Sell. Oh, I'm doing great. And then boom, another engulfing, bullish, engulfing candle. So right over here, I seen resistance. Check this resistance out right over here. Okay. This resistance, I'm going to see what happens. Boom, it's breaking. Now, was I at the 5-minute chart? Yes, and this candle started to go up and down, up and down, up and down. I took my buys all day right there because market wasn't showing me to come down. It was just showing me wanted to break that resistance. I got in close about here, 80% of my trades, held the other one over here, closed them, and look what the market gave me, a second chance. Did I take it? No. I was focused on something else. I was writing. I have a trading journal, so I was doing something else. I already did my profit. I don't need anything else. This is a second interesting chance. Look at that, second failure. Boom, bullish engulfing candle. Buy right there. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. It made an awesome push, and it just keeps going. It keeps going, and look where it went up to test this resistance area, showing rejection with this big wick, inverted hammer, 5-minute chart. This interesting pattern over here of these three little guys starting to come down, and then boom, decision candle, ranging. Let's see what happens. I assume there's going to be an interesting continuation candle right over here, and this is where I could probably take my profits. Okay, guys, this was awesome explaining to you. It took a bit longer than expected. Don't want to make these videos no longer than 20 minutes. Express on your Uber type of remix thing, type of review, whatever. Check these out any day. Give them a thumbs up, share them. Unfortunately, we couldn't wait and see what happened with this trade. I'll definitely post it up next video. Like I said, thumbs up, share this. I'm going to leave you here with, on the bottom over here you see my Instagram work page and my Instagram personal page, and that's it. Have a great day scalping from the other side.